you shall find. When you seek for the place of grace, God will find it. Open your mouth and continue to ask for grace.
Father, we ask for
Daddy, we ask for your grace.
Father, we need your
Ask for your
grace.
grace.
Father, we
We need your grace. Jehovah, we need your grace.
Father,
Don't
give
hold
us
that
your
grace,
grace.
Lord.
Oh, God.
And let it be in Jesus. In Jesus' name we have prayed.
Amen.
Give me the grace to follow. I need your grace to follow. Sufficient grace to follow. Your grace is enough for me. Give me the grace to follow. Abundant grace to follow. I need your grace to follow. Your grace is enough for me. Have not you are holy. Oh, angels bow before you. You are holy. You are holy. Holy Savior. Open your mouth and thank God. Give God all the glory. So many people pray to see today, but they can't. Just give Him all the glory. Say, God, I thank you for today. Father, I thank you for today. God, I bless your name. Thank God for making it possible for you to be alive. So many people are preparing to bury their loved ones, but you are here. You are not ready to bury anybody because nobody died in your home. Just thank God. It's not by your grace, it's not by your power, but by His grace, by His power, by His love. Just thank God. Say, Daddy, I thank you for this wonderful love and care. Father, we thank you. Father, we worship you. Father, we glorify your holy name. No God like you, no power like you. Thank you for keeping me alive. Thank you for keeping my children alive. Thank you for keeping my loved ones alive. Oh God, we thank you. We worship you. We bless your name, oh God. We worship you. Thank you, mighty man in battle. We pray in Jesus' name. You are all welcome in His grace, word ministry. We are God change marriages. We are God make a way where there's no way. You are welcome in Jesus' name.
Amen.
As you are listening to us this morning, may God who called you change your marriage. We have a lot of testimonies through this ministry. A lot. I have already said it last week. You can go back to my video and see it and watch it. God has changed a lot of lives. Those that find it difficult. I don't know your age, but God can give you a husband. So many of them that think they won't marry again, or people think they will never marry again, they are getting married very soon now. They are even sharing their card. Some of them, we are wedding card, traditional marriage card, and so many things. So many people think that their marriage will not go again. They are about to separate. But after talking to them, they see changes in their marriage. I don't know what you are going through in your marriage, but let me tell you, as you are listening to me, God will change your life. Call me on 070-6808-5312. WhatsApp me on the same number. God will change your life. You find your way. We're having our program every Wednesday by 10 o'clock by Alafia Bus Stop, Eastern Canal Hotel, in the Hall of Prayer Elder Center. And God will change your life. As you listen, may God change your life. Our topic today says commitment. Yes, some people think that marriage, God is not involved in marriage. But it's a lie. God says something in the book of Genesis 2 verse 24 that a man will leave father and mother and stick to the wife. That means God ordered it. And He is our creator. He is the one that created us and knows that we needed to marry. He knows that we need a wife. He knows that He needs the husband. That's how He created us. So if you never marry, you are not complete. And if you marry, you have to put it in action. God said you have to leave your father, your mother, and stick to your wife. So many marriages are into problem because of the in-laws. Some man, they love their parents more than their wife. And this is not what God said. You will love them. I'm not against loving your parents. You have to love them, you have to care for them. But you're supposed to know that with time, this generation will move. And your own generation will stand. And if you fail in your own generation, you will laugh at you. And you yourself will be ashamed of yourself. At times you see an elderly man pushing wheelbarrow. It's because of all this. He did not obey what God said concerning marriage. He did not keep the law of marriage. The law of marriage have to leave your father and your mother and stick to your wife. You have to care for them. If you did not care for them, it's bad. But you have to know that, see, this is my family. We have to plan together. There must be a commitment in your marriage. If there is no commitment in your marriage, that is not marriage. You have to commit to your wife, your children. You know how they are, know whether they are okay, know what they need in life. These things has to be done. So ladies, minor quarrel, you call your friends. To seek advice in marriage is good, though, but not everything you have to call them. At times, you just, because of that commitment, you find your way to call your spouse or your mate. Sit him down or her down. Just sort it out. See, this thing is not okay like this. It will not work. It will not help us. If we continue like this, what are we going to tell our children? Can we continue like this? We are about to raise another family. If you have 3 children, you have three family under you. So this thing you will apply. If your daughter married, will you treat like your in-law to treat your wife, your daughter, the way you treat your wife? You have to think about all this. If your son married, will you like the wife to treat your son the way you treat your husband? We have to think about all these things. When you want to marry, or maybe you are into marriage, you have to sit down, check the way you treat your husband, check the way you treat your wife, and remember what God says. He said you have to leave all these people and stick to your wife. Because you know you're about to raise another generation. And if that generation fails, God will hold you responsible. Yeah. He gave you this family to bring them up. Some of that family, the family God gives us, some of them are pastors. All the children must be a pastor. Maybe the daughters, they can be so thing in future. And because of those characters, because of those families, you notice that some men, they will help their family, even build house for all the siblings. But they can't build one single house for their own. And their children will grow up, staying from one uncle to the other. When they finally die because of frustration, because there's age you can walk. There's age you cannot walk. With time, believe it or not, as in nature, you will have strength to do what you are doing today in 10 years to come. So if you really want to marry, you marry, you are into that marriage. It's time to rethink and know the right thing to do, to go forward. Listen to me, when you have 20,000 naira, then people come for help. You give everybody like 18,000 naira, half 2,000 naira. You don't have money. You don't have plan. You don't have future. You are not sticking to your wife as a man. If you are a woman, you are not planning good for your children. It's good to give, but at least you have 20,000 naira. Give people 10,000 naira or 5,000 naira. Use the other one. Try to invest. Very wise. Commitment in marriage. We have to commit to our marriage. We have to do all these things. Very wise. At times people overlook all these things, but they spoil things. They spoil things. And at times in marriage, some people don't invest in God's work. That's another problem. Because he is the only one that will sponsor that marriage. Even when there is no hope, you notice that somebody might call you, come and take money. It's God that touched that person. So whatsoever you are doing, still remember God's work. People have to put it in writing. People have to put it in action. People have to think of it. People have to work towards that. Some people, when God bless family, Sunday services by, I don't know whether they have started. I don't know whether today say, honey, it's like I don't have strength. Okay, honey, if you don't have strength, sit down. You are into trouble. Because when God bless you, there is never around to strike. The power that don't want that marriage to succeed, they are around to kill when the blessing comes. They can send a friend, they can do anything, they can make you to be crazy about the money. You will just forget God. And when you forget God, you go on. You die and leave the money. Or you do the wrong thing that you are not supposed to do. And when God bless you in a family, the right thing to do is call your mates, your spouse. and check things you're supposed to do first. But you have to remove your tithe. If you're not paying tithe, there's problem in the family. Yes. You will continue to God bless me that time. That will be your testimony. Because that will be his own right. You're not paying to me, but I'm telling you the laws. Anything he bless you, you have to pay your tithe. Then the remaining one, call your spouse. What are we going to do? You have 4 kids. You have to settle down. See, how can we do it? You can build house for them one. You can do this. You can do that. That's why some people they will vote. They start depending on their children. And those children you are depending on, you did not establish them. Then how can they bless you? This person's daughter and son has been bringing rice, has been bringing car, bringing this. Go and ask that person what the person did in the life of those children. Yes, you have to plan. Without this commitment, you can't achieve all this. You have to commit. Now we have to do this. If you can commit to each other in marriage, see, let me tell you, before your 30th years of marriage, you have a lot of establishments. No one God bless some people, you hide it. No, I don't come back with money today. No, today is very bad. With time, the money will go. You now remember your spouse. If you continue like that, you will cry at the old age. And that's when I watch some elderly people suffering, I cry. I was carrying me on Okada one day, was saying that, hey, there is one man that was helping somebody. Somebody was preaching about elderly person, hustling when you old, still working at social age, that is not good, this and that. And I said, it's true. There's time to do the right thing. When you do the right thing at this young age, even though your parents don't have money, that one is not excuse. It's not excuse. But when God normally bless everybody, every single soul that says God bless. But when God brings that blessing, did you do the right thing? Some people, it's time for them to marry. Some single, it's time for them to marry. Oh no, let me do this one and finish. I will train all my siblings before I get married. Hey, these my siblings, they have a problem. By the time you finish it, when you want to start your own marriage, you notice that no siblings. When you call them, they want to do this one, no money again. They will tell you, my family, they are busy in their own family. Wisdom. You have to make all the effort you can do under the state to commit to your wife, to commit to your husband. Do the rightful thing in that marriage, and you'll be fine. That's just it. There's no two ways about it. If there is a problem, you of you can pray together. Make sure happiness. Make sure you can work on that happiness and that commitment. Just make sure if your spouse hurts you, just let him know. Let her know so that there will be no breakage in that communication. We will still talk about communication in the future. Because that's what causes all these things. When you cannot communicate with your spouse, you have to go back to your parents. You have to go back to your friends. It's good to hear from them. We will still come to that one. But there is wrong people. When you come to them, the marriage is done. Yes. So the right thing to do is fight for the happiness, joy, and that love, so that you can flow together and achieve things on time. Under commitment. Under commitment. When you are committed to someone, you won't find it as a burden by, bearing the weakness of that person, overlooking things, and forgive easily. That is marriage for you. So I believe God will help us to do the right thing in the marriage today. It's not easy to marry. To marry is so easy at initial time, but to maintain marriage, relationship, years after years, even when children come, they love will go down. To maintain that marriage is not easy, but commitment will make it work. I pray God will help us as we believe God, as we trust God, as we commit to each other, our marriage will become strong again. In the name of Jesus Christ. Then those that never married, stop disappointing. You see what you want in a woman, in a man, just forgive. Nobody is perfect. Forgive that weak point. As long as the person has what it takes, Like in marriage, you have to work on somebody that have the same vision with you. The pastor don't need to marry a banker because he can't be there to pray for you. Before you finish work in the night, come back to the car. When you want to marry, you have to have all these things in your brain. Then you have already married. Two of you have to stay together, sit down, just see, we want to talk this thing. From today, sit the person down, your spouse down, see, this your work cannot help this. If you know that it cannot match together, two of you can put head together, know somebody that will pick, know the person that will pick, and save money. You will start up something that will make the person to be free and focused so that the marriage will be great. Today we are crying about, hey, my mate collected my husband, my this collected my wife, my junior pastor collected my wife, and churches. You know what causes it? Lack of commitment. Do you have time to talk to your wife? Do you have time to talk to your husband? Do you have time to cook for your husband? Do you have time to present good food for your husband? You know, even though it's not good, you prepare it, do it with love, no matter how. You care. Oh, where are you, honey? Oh, I miss you, or whatever you are calling. Remember that time you started moving. Can you sleep without hearing from him or her? Just try to do all these things. It's lack of commitment that causes it. Senior pastor will be busy. All the members will call them all through the night. By the time they come back, it will be so weak. Even though you manage to eat, you can easily force the senior pastor to eat. Before you know it, the junior pastor will say, hey, mommy, you have been stressful, this and that. Oh, how are you? How kids are? Before you know it, they start building relationship. That's just it. No matter what you are doing, not only pastor, even workers, at times we are so busy in the office, busy with workers, because at times you are investing money into one thing, it's not working. Forget it, you should just focus on the other one. Just do it in unity. It will work. It's good that husband and wife do the same business these days. I was ashamed of one person one day. The wife don't know what is going on in the shop. Is that marriage? It's not marriage. If something happened to that man today, you don't know anything about the business, wife don't know anything about the business, it's wrong. And they stick to the family. You're just busy raising his siblings and their children. It's helping the family, but the wife don't know what is going on in this thing. It's not marriage. Before you marry, try to think if you are ready to commit. Do the commitment. If you are not ready, don't think about marriage. You have to commit to your wife. Yes, my wife don't have my time. My husband don't have my time. You will have to sit down and talk it. Talk it over. Very wise. And the person you are rushing to outside there, if that person enter your life to settle down with you, we still have the same problem. So no need. Just sit down and settle it together. See, this thing is not good. But find your way. Find the time when the person can hear you. You are the person that married that person. Know when the person is happy. Sit that person down that way. I want to talk. With normal voice, with good voice. We will hear you. Two of you should work together. Today, they will catch a man and a woman. They will catch a woman and a man. Very shameful thing. And you leave your house and go and marry. And you keep somebody in the house. And some of them, the children is grown. What are you going to tell those children? How are you going to explain? Are you going to have respect from those children? How can you, the face of your in-laws? Because they must relate it to their husband and wives. All these things, you have to put it in action when you want to marry. You have to put it down. You have to have it in your brain. You have to work towards it. It's not easy at times. To be committed in marriage is not easy at times. But as long as you agree to marry, as long as you are mature, just give it to God. God will help you. In everything, just ask God for the grace. Say, God, you said I will leave my father, my husband will leave the father, my husband will leave the father and mother and stick to me. Father, give me grace to make it up to him. Make him to feel at home. Because at times the way the woman acts can chase the man out of the house. I believe with this, we understand. We can walk in ourselves. God will help us. We can ask God's grace to carry on. It's not easy. Marriage is not easy. At initial time, it's very easy, very sweet, very nice. But when children start coming in, or you stay long before you have a child, it's very, very horrible. But as long as you are mature, you have to make up your mind to do it. Just pray for the commitment. Let God give you grace to commit in that marriage. Because to maintain marriage year after year is not easy. But by His grace, it's easy. Yeah. Let's just ask God for the grace to cope in our marriage. If you have questions, you have my number, you can call me, you can WhatsApp me, and I will tell you what to do. Because your marriage is not like my own, mine is not like yours. There is some advice you can add to your marriage, and things will change. So, if you need to ask some questions on what to do in that case, because at times your husband is too hot to talk to, you can call me, I will tell you what to do, and everything will change. Yeah. By His grace, He give me the grace. May God bless you as you listen to me today. Ask God to bless you.
You are holy. Oh, angels bow before you.